This video is going to give you the instructions for the Watershed Game Formative Assessment assignment. You can find this assignment on Google Classroom. So here's the assignment, and you'll notice that there are several attachments or links to go to. So you will be given a student worksheet, and you'll notice that it looks different. The worksheet that you'll be given will look different than this one, as I made a few adaptations to the assignment to make it do what we needed to do for class. So first thing you need to do is on your student handout, it will say which land use team you are, and it'll have it checked off. What you need to do is you need to open the board. You have to open the board that corresponds to which land use you have been assigned. So, pretending I'm the farmland, I'd open that board, and this is the part of the map that I'm going to use for my assignment. What you need to do is you need to look at your map to determine the possible sources of pollution. So, in your handout, you're also given whether you're looking at sediment or phosphorus. So when you look at your map, you'll see, okay, well, where is possible sediment coming from? Where is possible phosphorus coming from? If you're not sure as the possible sources, what you need to do is you need to go back to the Watershed video notes that we did the other day. To refresh your memory as in terms of where phosphorus and sediment pollution come from. The next step you're going to do after you've identified the sources, next step you're going to do is you're going to read your tool cards. So what you need to do, again, go back to Google Classroom and it'll say Watershed Game Tool Cards. You'll open that, and in that it will provide, these are the tool cards for all of the land uses. So what you need to do is find your land use. So here I'm farmland again. These are my tool cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these are the back sides of the cards. 5, 6, 7. What you need to do is you need to read the descriptions which are on the back side. So here this one is establish filter and buffer strips, and then it gives you a description of what that is. What you need to do is read each of these cards, and then on a piece of loose leaf just summarize in your own words in 1 to 2 sentences what that tool actually is, or what the action actually is, so you understand what it is. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to choose 3 of these cards that would provide from your section, from your land use, that would provide the greatest reduction in your type of pollution. So if you look here, say I was doing sediment and I chose establish filter and buffer strips. If I chose this card, it would reduce my pollution, or my PUs, by 10. So I start at 50 PUs as it says on your handout, and this one, if I chose it, it would reduce it by 10 units. You're not only looking at decreasing the PUs, but you also have to look at the cost. So at the beginning of the assignment, you're given $60,000 is your budget. What you need to do is reduce your pollution by the most PUs as possible, but you have to be able to do it with $50,000. So you have to have $10,000 left over. And the whole idea behind having $10,000 left over is you can't bankrupt yourself to reduce pollution. You still need money in the bank, but you also still have to be able to reduce that pollution. So what you're going to do from there is when you go to your student handout and you decide which ones, so you'll look at the pros and cons of all of them. So you'll look at probably cost, and you'll look at the pollution units that it would decrease by. Then what you're going to do is you go to your student handout and you'll fill in the table. So which tool card did you use and why did you pick them? I know it's a small box, but do the best you can to provide enough information so that it's doesn't make me assume. If you would like, you can complete this part of the assignment on a piece of loose leaf, just to give you more room for a detailed explanation of why you used them. So after you go and you calculate and your remaining PUs and your remaining money, remember you need $10,000 left, then it gives you a wish list almost. So then if you could choose another card, which one would you choose? Which one would you choose if you could spend all your money? This part of the assignment, the eye, looks totally different on your handout than it does here, and this is going to be the formative assessment piece. So what you're going to do is you need to provide a written or visual report of your choices for your land use and the reduction of pollution. First thing you need to do is identify the problems, and again, all of these are listed on your handout, so go ahead and you can turn to I on your handout, and it will show you exactly what you need to do, or tell you exactly what to do. So you need to identify the problems caused by your type of pollution. If you don't know the type of problems, or you need a refresher, again, go back to that Watershed video handout from the other day, and it will provide information in terms of sedimentation and phosphorus pollution in the sources that they come from. What you need to do second of all is you need to describe and explain the possible sources of your type of land pollution from your land use. Then what you need to do is identify and explain the choices for your tool card. So those are the 3 choices that you made above. You need to explain what the tool card is. So what way are you going to reduce the pollution? And then you need to explain how the tool card reduces your PU. Okay, so how it reduces the pollution. Finally, you need to explain why you chose the tool cards you did. So again, this part is the formative assessment. What you are going to be assessed on is your ability to look at the sources of pollution and the ability to explain why you chose to do what you did. So what is the impact of your tool cards? How does it help reduce the pollution? And why is that important? Once you've listened to this video or you've watched this video, you may need to go back to look at further or to listen again to get the instructions. So as you're working, if you need help, I'm here to help, but also you can go back and look at the basic instructions or listen to the basic instructions in this video.